Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between 120 versus Spiral. This game taking place here on Concealed Hill. Alright, give me 1 second, need to change some things off over here. Alright, there we are. Over here on the bottom left hand side of the map we have 120 spawning as the Red Undead. He's going up against, well, Spiral, a player who frequents the stream sometimes. We'll see if he'll be joining in today to have any words about this particular 1v1 matchup. Hey, Striker, how are you doing? Spiral opening up with the Ultra of Storms. Orc Burrow should be coming in with a barracks here in just a moment. Or we could be looking at a very fast tech to tier 2. Not really quite sure. Any thoughts on the PTR, Crota? Yeah, I like a lot of the changes as a human player, and a lot of the changes that that were suggested were a lot of the things that um, were personal misgivings that I had about the race. It really felt like a lot of the times I would just I would get I wouldn't get outplayed as much as the situation wasn't easy for me to like just come back and overcome. I will do a playtest realm video in just a little bit, but yeah, upcoming news on that. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. Acolyte now making its rounds back out across over here. Null Overseer, Null Assassins, a whole bunch of units coming back on this side. Acolyte is perhaps going to try and take down some sheep in order to get more, well, beetles and skeletal minions going. As a human player, is the buff too strong? Well, here is my... this is where I can't really speak very well into, because I don't actively play now, and I'm not even trying to play at a very competitive level. I don't know if it is too strong. Priest are extremely weak. They do get focused fire. You know what? Let's go ahead and just talk about this later. Thanks for the video you're going to make. I was going to ask if you're planning to do one. Yeah, the buffs. Yeah, I will make a video right there. Oh, you see a little bit of auto attack back up onto the Farseer. Farseer does pick up a circlet of nobility. Going to be able to finish off the Forest Troll Trapper and the Forest Troll Berserker. Meanwhile, the Crypt Lord has already made its way down to the south here using the Sacrificial Skull, sold the Scroll of Town Portal, kept the Altar of Darkness, and is trying to set up a Ziggurat quickly. We are going to be getting up a couple of beetles around as well. Ghouls are now retreating back as well, as the Crypt Lord is just trying to go wide with that army. Reddit people says it's a Todd patch. I immediately saw that patch and I immediately thought that Todd would be very happy about all of this information. The fact that you can sell the items as well is nice. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead. We'll talk about that patch later. That there's so much to uncover and unwrap in that patch. And remember, it's only a playtest realm patch, so you know, playtest realm patches often get changed from time to time. That's why I try not to buy too much into a playtest realm patch. But this is the first time that they've released a PTR patch in quite a bit of time. But yeah, we'll get back to that a little bit later. All right, very wide on this army here. Spiral trying to put pressure in with these Spirit Wolves, but the Nerubian Tower is nearly done. We are also getting a graveyard off over here. Interesting choice to build a graveyard here. No Necropolis as of yet, so Acolytes will need to continue to be trained and transitioned over, thereby delaying this tech to tier 2. Meanwhile, we are already at, or pretty much already at tier 2 by Spiral. He is going into Berserker, or going into Headhunters, and we may be looking at Berserkers too. Is this going to be a very fast tech if into Berserkers? That is one of my questions. He does have a large amount of lumber as well, since he was going for, or since he used that 21 supply to, well, harvest or get an additional worker to try and train up more units here. The peon should really be moving more north-south than east-west as they're gathering lumber, as we're going to be looking at the Headhunters now trying to put pressure here. All right, Headhunters could easily turn around, get some damage here. However, a quick impale will surround many of those units as the Headhunters are just trying to retreat back. No movement speed, as there is a quick surround there. All right, damage getting added up, but a quick, easy surround for well, for that Crypt Lord, as another Headhunter quickly takes its place. 25 supply compared to 32. Are we getting up a new unit, or are we not going up double Headhunters? double headhunters, barracks headhunters. No tech to tier 2 that I see. And, well, Altar of Storms isn't summoning up a second hero either. We are at level 2 on that Farseer, and we're going to be looking at another Beetle perhaps going to get taken out here. No Beetle able to easily retreat back down to 56 hit points. This is 120. Yep. Both bases are completely vital. Probably the most scary undead against Orc in the world currently. Yeah, very scary matchup here. Spiral going up against 120. We are looking at, well, more and more headhunters getting added. Level 1 weapons upgrades has not even been started as of yet, as the Spirit Wolves are just trying to chase and put in position. There is a lot of ghouls out here, and I'm wondering what this follow-up play from Spiral is going to be. If it is just going to be, well, mass headhunt or mass headhunters at this point in stage in the game, not even upgrading to berserkers, well, their damage isn't really, or their hit points isn't really that high. They can easily get focused down by ghouls, and a quick impale does add up a lot of damage as well. We're looking at Ogre Magi here, going to get focused down. Crippler going to be trying to come around and perhaps get a quick impale here. Item going to be picked up. There's an impale picking up 4 units there as we are looking at an ensnare here. All right, units trying to back away. We are looking at a low hit point headhunter trying to retreat back. One headhunter who got ensnared, not going to be easily able to retreat, as we are looking at more units trying to continue to retreat back here. All right, ghouls are getting focused now. We are looking at a couple of ensnared beetles are going to get finished off here. Farseer wants to get, well, perhaps level 2 Spirit Wolf is going to finish off some more of those units. I believe that was a deny, as headhunters could end up getting poked apart right there. There goes another, as the Farseer is sitting very close to level 3. Coming back around last, well, there's a quick reveal here. What is going on? That Crippler taking a lot more damage than he perhaps bargained for. Gonna go ahead and back away. Force Troll Trapper gonna get taken down. There's level 3 on that Farseer. We are still looking at double barracks. That second barracks not training up anything new. And what is Spiral's strategy? Farseer is at level 3, went for level 2 Spirit Wolves, has the front line of that. We are looking at mass or double crypt as well, and we're going to go into an engagement. The Spirit Wolf is going to be, well, trying to add up damage onto that crypt beam here. Ultra of Darkness teching the tier 2 underway, but there is no Death Knight as of yet. Without that Death Knight, well, damage is going to add up extremely faster, and I don't believe 120 was expecting, well, this mass headhunter all in. Farseer does not have a Scroll of Healing. I would have suspected a Farseer Scroll of Healing already at this point, as we're, well, retreating back with these Crypt Fiends here. All right, damage is going to add up. Army supply, 45 supply compared to 45, pretty much dead even, which is always very scary. But Spiral now coming in with a tower attempt. A couple of Crypt Fiends trying to rejoin in on the battle, not going to be able to really regroup at all, as these watchtowers with fortified armor may start to add up and deal large amounts of damage. Coming back here, the Nerubian towers do have a decent amount of range. Going to try and retreat back here. No, Farseer does have a good amount of mana as well. Are we going to perhaps be looking at some Chain Lightning? This is some solo hero play to try and add up more and more damage, as we're looking at the ghouls now trying to surround here. Spirit Wolves going to go ahead and go after these units once more. Crypt Fiends joining in on the battle, as we are looking at Demolishers. This is pretty much a tier 2 push, all in double barracks. That was the reason why it was double barracks for those last couple of Demolishers, as the Nerubian tower now suffering a large amount of damage and getting taken out. One down, one to go, so to speak, as the headhunters are going to retreat back again. Crypt Fiend's going to be coming back the other side. Are we going to get some damage onto those Crypt Fiends here? Another Crypt Fiend, a shot. Wow, down to 16 hit points, able to stay alive, as the guard tower or the watch towers are just pushing in so much pressure. Demolishers living up to their name again and again, putting in more damage onto the Nerubian tower, as we're looking at the Crypt Lord sitting at level 3. Crypt Fiend damage. Spirit Wolves trying to back away. Where is this all going to go down? Farseer is going to go ahead and continue to chase. Crypt Fiends are backing away from the fight, and here we are, more damage racking back up. All right, watchtowers in position again, and Spiral may have, well, use this tier 2 push and then executed with a great amount of damage and effectiveness here. All right, Death Knight, Death Coil, Chain Lightning a second earlier, as it was closer than the Death Knight, as the Farseer now going to try and back away. All right, we're looking at more damage getting added on in. Demolishers, Guard Tower, Death Coil, and what the... Down to 13 hit points. The Death Knight gets the Death Coil off, but still not enough, as the, well, Farseer needs to play a very dangerous game and, well, needs to hide by these watchtowers. Playing a very dangerous game indeed. A sneeze from the Acolytes themselves could have taken it down. That is a whole bunch of Acolytes here. 38 supply, 12 workers. I don't think I've ever seen this many workers come in from this side here as another Acolyte gets taken down. Units are now retreating back. Death Knight maybe coming back around here. Death Coil, well, could be very bad news. There is the Scroll of Town Portal. Spiral going to be able to stay alive just barely and now back away as we're looking at, well, a bunch of units trying to engage here. All right, Watchtower. Demolishers trying to finish off this gold mine. Needs to finish it off to complete the destruction here. Peons now suffering a bit of damage here as the Farseer is back at home. Clarity Potion and Healing Salve both used. Spiral wanting to finish the job. This expansion down here will easily get taken out. 3 Demolishers taking down the Haunted Gold Mine. But it feels like Spiral could just try and come back to one base play.
Summoning is complete.
All right.
Summoning is complete.
Units. Farseer sitting at level 4, finishing off the remainder of the creep camp here, getting to level 5, using that tech to tier 2, getting to level 5, and then finally getting up a Tauren Chieftain. Very interesting strategy. Spiral using that bonus experience extremely well to get to level 5 faster than you would normally expect. And then once it got to level 5, says, you know what, now I can go for a Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain with Endurance Aura and Stomp. I don't know which one he'll go for first. Could do quite a bit of damage as we're looking at, well, Chain Lightning bouncing around right there. More damage here. Crypt Fiends could get taken down. Death Coil just in time, saving a couple of units here. Scroll of Speed coming back the other way. Headhunters coming back down. Obsidian Statues are now out here onto the battlefield. Demolishers trying to push in from the other side here. Farseer, if he can get another big Chain Lightning, could really rack up that damage quickly as the Demolishers are trying to back away once more. All right, Headhunters, Acolytes coming in to engage Tauren Chieftain now out onto the battlefield, but it will take a bit of time to get across here as we're looking at damage adding back up. Demolishers coming in to rejoin in, and as they're going to be regrouping, they are going to be able to be supported by those Headhunters, finishing off some of those Acolytes as well. There goes another ghoul. Headhunters are falling on both sides. 3 Demolishers still putting in pressure here. Death Knight off to the north here, getting aggroed by the Spirit Wolves. Oh, could have woken up the creeps and finished things off. There is a Scroll of the Beast, followed by a quick Impale Obsidian Statue. Very low on hit points, down to 45. Is it going to end up getting taken down as well? Chain Lightning, not quite enough mana for Chain Lightning as of yet. We're looking at damage onto the Crypt, and that is going to fall too. The Shadow Wolves trying to finish off some more Crypt Fiends, doing exactly that. Chain Lightning could perhaps try and just bounce across here, finishing off multiple units. Crypt Lord down to 155 hit points. Chain Lightning not used again. Chain Lightning now finally bouncing across on the other side here as the Tauren Chieftain now joins in on the battlefield. All right, Farseer may need to back away here. A lot of damage to be had. Tauren Chieftain does have a couple of, well, items here. Are we going to see a Stomp level 4 now on that Crypt Lord as the units are still trying to chase back here? What is going down? Headhunters trying to retreat back. 46 supply compared to 30. Army is significantly larger. There goes a Death Coil. There goes a Stomp, trying to cause a little bit of separation as the Demolishers, well, Demolishers can't really fight back here as the Tauren Chieftain gets in another Stomp here. Death Knight could be in trouble. Shadow Wolf is going to be coming back across, and, well, alongside those Headhunters, 3 Spirit Wolves, another Death Coil coming across to try and save. Tauren Chieftain still seen on a little bit of low mana, trying to go after all these units. Perhaps may be able to take down an Obsidian Statue or 2. A critical strike coming back across the other side here. No destroyers as of yet, as the Demolishers are going to be backing themselves into a corner, making them, well, much more protected. Another Obsidian Statue gets taken down. Tauren Chieftain leading the charge off to the north. 26 supply for the Undead. Not very much going on. 38 supply. Headhunters, 3 Demolishers, making this fight just press so long. All right, all of those beetles, all of those skeletal minions not going to be able to do nearly as much. Tauren Chieftain perhaps going to try and get another Stomp off. No more Stomp. Not enough mana as the Farseer gets impaled. Is he going to be able to break free? Finishes off a couple of those beetles with a Shaman Purge as the Farseer says, chase me. And the Death Knight, well, trying to chase, but really having nowhere to go. Crypt Lord going a bit too far, getting separated from everything else, and that Crypt Lord is going to get taken down. There's level 2 on the Tauren Chieftain. 3 Demolishers with that bit of range should be able to take down that Altar of Darkness with really no problem, and now continuing with this push as well. All right, follow-up push, Endurance Aura, everything just moving slightly faster at the Nerubian Towers. suffering a little bit of pressure as well, and then perhaps that Halls of the Dead will fall down next. Tauren Chieftain still absorbing a little bit of damage, and we are looking at where are these Demolishers trying to run off to. Spyro losing control of his units a little bit as the Spirit Tower now suffering more damage as well in the back. All right, that Spirit Tower going to get taken down. More damage adding in. Tauren Chieftain finally finishing off those units here. Tauren Chieftain down to 154 hit points, 140. There is a stomp in order to get away, and it is just going to be a rinse and repeat once more. Tauren Chieftain down to 104 hit points. Should be able to heal back up. No easy way to try and chase after all those units, as the Tauren Chieftain still providing that endurance aura bonus for all of those units. 50 supply compared to 25. Spiral, well, doing a great job with what he has as we finally go into Berserkers, and with the Berserkers of Spiral and the sudden damage increase at tier 3, well, 120 gives the GG. Spiral taking down 120 on a ladder match. Very, very impressive play. And that was, I was wondering, like, what is he doing here? What is Spiral looking to do here in this push? He has double barracks. He's sitting at tier 2, and what that was, it was essentially Ted's tier 2 undead push being used by Orc. That's what it really felt like. The spirit of it, the timing on it was so great, so unexpected, that really 120 didn't know how to play against it. Also, once the Farseer got to level 5, those level 3 Shadow Wolves were dealing so much damage against those Crypt Fiends without destroyers to try and devour magic. 2 Demolishers, even up to 3, really punishing that undead fast expansion. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave comments below if you guys have gotten to this part of the video. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.